Night everyone. Now it's time for another bedtime story by the fire with Mary T. And tonight's story is written by Douglas Hyde, the first President of Ireland. And it's called The Piper and the Puca. In the old times there was a half-fool living in Dunmore in the county of Galway. And though he was excessively fond of music, he was unable to learn more than one tune, and that was the Black Rogue. He used to get a good deal of money from the gentlemen, for they used to get sport out of him. One night the piper was coming home from a house where there had been a dance, and he half drunk. When he came to a little bridge that was up by his mother's house, he squeezed the pipes on and began playing the Black Rogue. The Puca came behind him and flung him onto his own back. There was long horns on the Puca, and the piper got a good grip of him, and then he said, "Destruction upon you, you nasty beast. Let me home. I have a 10-penny piece in my pocket for my mother, and she wants snuff." "Never mind your mother," said the Puca, "but keep your hold. If you fall, you will break your neck and your pipes." Then the Puca said to him, "Play up for me the Shan van Bocht, on Shan van Bocht." "I don't know it," said the piper. "Never mind whether you do or you don't," said the Puca. "Play up and I'll make you know." The piper put wind in his bag, and he played such music as made himself wonder. "Upon my word, you're a fine music master," said the piper. "But tell me where you're for bringing me." "There's a great feast in the house of the Banshee on the top of Croagh Patrick tonight," said the Puca, "and I am for bringing you there to play music, and take my word, you'll get the price for your trouble." "By my word, you'll save me a journey then," said the piper, "for Father William put a journey to Croagh Patrick on me, because I stole the white gander from him last Martinmas." The Puca rushed him across the hills and bogs and rough places till he brought him to the top of Croagh Patrick. Then the Puca struck 3 blows with his foot, and a great door opened, and they passed in together into a fine room. The piper saw a golden table in the middle of the room, and hundreds of old women sitting around it. The old women rose up and said, "100,000 welcomes to you, you Puca of November." "Who is this you've with you?" "The best piper in Ireland," said the Puca. One of the old women struck a blow on the ground, and a door opened in the side of the wall, and what should the piper see coming out but the white gander which he had stolen from Father William. "By my conscience then," said the piper, "myself and my mother ate every taste of that gander, only one wing, and I gave that to Red Mary, and it's she told the priest I stole his gander." The gander cleaned the table and carried it away, and the Puca said, "Play up music for these ladies." The piper played up, and the old women began dancing, and they were dancing till they were tired. Then the Puca said to pay the piper, and every old woman drew out a gold piece and gave it to him. "By the touch of Patrick," said he, "I'm as rich as the son of a lord." "Come with me," said the Puca, "and I'll bring you home." They went out then, and just as he was going to ride on the Puca, the gander came up to him and gave him a new set of pipes. The Puca was not long until he brought him to Dunmore, and he threw the piper off at the little bridge, and then he told him to go home, and says to him, "You have 2 things now you never had before. You've sense and music. Kiel agus Kjol." The piper went home, and he knocked at his mother's door, saying, "Let me in. I'm as rich as a lord, and I'm the best piper in Ireland." "You're drunk," said the mother. "No, indeed," says the piper. "I haven't drank a drop." The mother let him in, and he gave her the gold pieces, and "Wait now," says he, "till you hear the music I'll play." He buckled on the pipes, but instead of music there came a sound as if all the geese and ganders in Ireland were screeching together. He wakened the neighbours, and they were all mocking him until he put on the old pipes, and then he played melodious music for them, and after that he told them all he had gone through that night. The next morning, when his mother went to look at the gold pieces, there was nothing there but the leaves of a plant. The piper went to the priest and told him his story, but the priest would not believe a word from him until he put the pipes on him, and then the screeching of the ganders and geese began. "Leave my sight, you thief," said the priest. But nothing would do the piper till he put the old pipes on him to show the priest that his story was true. He buckled on the old pipes and he played melodious music, and from that day till the day of his death there was never a piper in the county Galway that was as good as he was. Good night and stay safe.